Well, it's been a while. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Sobacksports podcast, and we're so back with another episode. We have a lot to talk about today, specifically when it comes to extensions, some relatively big news when it comes to the rest of the league. How you doing, man? It's been a while.
Yeah, I've been doing great. Football is coming soon. I think in the next 2 weeks. So at least
Yeah,
preseason. I don't know how much we're gonna watch about that, but at least there's gonna be some football. So yeah, I'm doing fine. Summer league's going on. So
we're 16 days away from football coming back. In real terms, it is. We're going to be
hey,
having the Hall of Fame game July 31st between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Detroit Lions. Going to definitely be backups playing throughout the entire game, but we'll still get football at the end of the day. So, you looking forward to that? Any specific games, specifically preseason or training camp? Kind of give me your thoughts right now because a lot of things are starting to kind of roll out pretty soon.
yeah, I was gonna say the thing that's saving my summer right now is the Chicago Cubs. They're
Mm-hmm.
saving. We're both Cubs fans.
Heck
So
yeah.
that's great. I always joke about how you're a White Sox guy because you were, but
No, I
now
was not.
now you came to the right side.
Hell no,
The
dude.
north,
Cubs
north.
are listen, to clear that up, first of all. Back then I did not care about baseball whatsoever. All right. Like I could care less. I was a big hockey guy at the time, specifically, and I couldn't care less about it. But now it's like I've liked the Cubs for a while now, and I just like the fact that Wrigley was when I went to Wrigley for the first time, it genuinely made me
Top,
like baseball a lot in
top three
general.
stadium in the world, man. Wrigley.
Top three, I would say top one, bro. It's like it's so good. It doesn't
You
matter.
think
I don't care what
you
do.
think it's the best stadium?
Yeah, of
Like,
course it is, dude. What the heck,
yeah,
bro?
I
How
agree.
iconic it is. Like,
So nice, Wrigley.
but yeah,
But yeah, that's really saving my. We're both Cubs fans, so it's really nice. We're having a great time. Just came off of
BCA MVP, bro.
just came off of an amazing series at the Bronx against the Yankees. Got smacked the first game, won the next two. So, I was really happy about that. I'm really liking the summer. Usually summers are very dry when baseball sucks, but baseball's been amazing this year. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, more about football. Yeah, I'm really excited. I'm a little salty as a Bears fan. Like me and you could not go to the training camp. 2 years in a row. Like it's just ridiculous. We just could not go to the training camp. Haven't seen Caleb Williams in a training camp. Um, it sucks, obviously. But I'm still grateful. I went to that one time, got my jersey signed from Justin Fields. Last time he was on a Bears uniform. But anyways, yeah, I'm a little salty about training camp, but I'm really excited for preseason. I think, just to see a little taste of what our offense is going to be like next year with Ben Johnson would be kind of cool to see. And yeah, I mean, and then yeah, the regular season I'm excited for too. So yeah,
Yeah, I mean, what's not to like, especially when it comes to football starting? Cubs are really good. Is it me or has this summer gone by a lot faster than normal summers? Because typically we're so used to, especially even last year. Maybe it was just due to the fact that, it was the whole debacle when it comes to like the quarterback situation. But this year it felt once we got Ben Johnson and our pieces and stuff, and the once the draft hit, like it was relatively calm to say the least. I think it was just more of like discussion of how well the Bears are gonna do. But the thing that I really enjoyed about the summer is that not only has it been a relaxing summer when it comes to football talk specifically, it's also gone by a lot faster. I feel like football is just around the corner, and that's not how I felt the last couple of seasons. And I'm just really excited to get the ground running because I just want to know, like, I just want to see Ben Johnson in this offense. I just want to see Caleb Williams do really well, even against a hard schedule. But then again, it will take some time. We have to wait for preseason. We got to wait for a lot of things to kind of unfold, especially when it comes to like learning about Ben Johnson's scheme. You're not going to get that in preseason whatsoever because you're just going to get the basic plays. and see who your final 53 man roster is going to be. So that's something. Um, I just want to also, talk about the game that we're going to potentially go to
Oh, we
on.
are going.
I said we are going.
Oh, you said
Yeah.
potentially.
Oh, yeah. I used the word potentially in the wrong manner, but
Yeah.
we're going to be fine. I know I told the podcast so many times that, you know, until I see this offense improve, I'm not buying tickets. I feel like at some point I always give in. And it was typically, I think it was mainly due to the fact that we didn't get training camp tickets. It was kind of like they really wanted to go and see football. I'm already
Yeah.
going to see a preseason game, but I'm only going to stay for like half of it. It's not going to be worth staying for the entire thing. Um, but yeah, what are your thoughts on that? We're going to see the Saints or Bears.
Yeah.
That's the game that we're going to.
So far, me and you, we're 0-3 ish. Going to Soldier Field, watching the Bears.
Oh yeah.
So I think this is the year we're going to finally win our game. At really high on the Bears. But yeah, I mean, we're gonna see Tyler Shuck in the Saints week 7. Um, you know,
Hey,
um,
you never even know because Tyler Shuck still hasn't signed a rookie contract deal still because he's still waiting on that. So
okay, it's
that's
probably
another whole thing.
okay. Then Spencer Rattler, like
Yeah.
Caleb Williams clears both them. So yeah, I'm just really excited it goes. At Soldier Field, even though stadium sucks, I like the vibe. Bears fans are the best fans in all of football. So I'm just really happy to go to Soldier Field at least once a year. Actually, we go once a year, so I'm happy for that. So yeah,
Yeah. Hey, for me, it's if there's any consolation. I mean, for both of us, I think like we're both 2-0 when it comes to preseason games. Take that with a grain of salt. We beat the Kansas City Chiefs, and we saw against the Titans back in 2023.
hey, you know
So
what happened that game, right? Justin Fields had 143 yards. We saw DJ Moore's first touchdown as a Chicago Bear in his first reception, where he took it to the distance. So,
mhm.
I'll always remember that. I'll always remember us witnessing Justin Fields' legacy game, which was when he passed for 3 touchdowns. He only threw for 123 yards, but he's very efficient with 3 touchdowns, and then ran for that 78-yard touchdown. Whenever we see Justin Fields highlights, we see that one where we were at, and he broke the rushing record for in one game, like 178 yards, man. And I'll tell you guys this: no one's ever beating that record. I'm saying that right now. No one's beating that record. Not Lamar Jackson. Yeah, and not even Michael Vick, even in his prime, would not beat that record, man. So we saw some legendary moments. We also saw some lowlights. We seen Caleb Williams and the Bears only scored 3 points on the Patriots. We saw Justin Fields only throw for 58 yards and get injured against the Vikings. So yeah, we've seen a lot of lowlight games, but I'll always remember our first game where we saw against the Dolphins where it was like 35-32. That was pure cinema, man. But I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
obviously it was a loss, but hey, all I gotta say is Chase Claypool. I know you don't like that name, but Chase Claypool did get held on that. That should have been pass interference, and that would have been a field goal. And who would have knew what happened in overtime? But it is what it is.
Yeah. We're on to new more things now. Now that we have a new offense.
No,
Um
I'm just saying, like,
and I will say like for us this year,
well,
I think that with Caleb Williams, the fact that we always go back to asking ourselves like was last season like really you know uh it's even describing it as tough because it's like we witnessed absolute horrendous time when it comes to post London game against the Jaguars. Went on a 10-game losing streak, could have won a couple of games in that mix, but just want to pose a question to you.
yeah,
If the Bears had won that game, because I feel like a lot of the discourse within the Bears community is had we won those games where Matt Eberflus called a timeout, or Matt Eberflus did not play prevent defense, or that kick did not get blocked. Had we won those games, would Matt Eberflus still be the head coach of the Chicago Bears?
Yes, easily. And here's my thing, right? He would have been the head coach, but he would have proved to us that he was a good head coach.
How
You know what I'm
so?
saying? Because if you call that timeout, if you win, like in this league, it's a results based league, right? If you're to be a good head coach, you need to win football games, right? And if you look at it, he did. If he went through, okay, let's just say that year we went like 10-7 or like 11-6, right? Because there was a chance we would have went 11-6. We were rolling that year, right? He would have proved that he's a good head coach because he was improving every year. 3-14. Okay, honestly, 3-14. I will not blame Eberflus for that. You were brought into a bad situation. Everything was just a disarray. You had the worst roster in the league. The next year, you did have some expectation, but 7-10, 8-9. That's what we kind of expected with the Bears. But 2024, you draft a new quarterback, and everything goes well. You have one of the best offenses in the league, like on paper. You had a really good team, great expectations, and you go on a 10-game losing streak. That's it. You know what I'm saying? But if he had one of those games, I'll say this right now: if the Bears won in against the Commanders, and our season changed differently, can I tell you guys something right now? We would not be talking about Jaden Daniels right now. Like we would be talking about Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
All the stuff that the media be saying, like, oh, Jaden is way better than Caleb Williams. Look at their stats. Like, I'm being so serious. Look at the stats, man. Look at the stats. The stats, you can never cheat numbers, man. Jaden Daniels threw for 3,800 yards. Like, I'm being so serious. The Bears could have been that team, could have been the Commanders last year, where we went, surprised everyone, and went to the NFC Championship. We could have done that if we had a competent head coach. Because I'll say this right now: Caleb Williams is a better quarterback than Jaden Daniels. And you guys will see later on in this episode, you guys will see my top 10 quarterbacks. I'm not trying to spoil anything, but I have Caleb Williams in there. So I'm just saying right there,
Hmm.
like Caleb, in my opinion, had we won those games, we'd be talking about Caleb. But you're talking about Eberflus? Yeah, I think
So
Eberflus
wait,
would.
that top 10 is currently,
Yeah,
or you're like predicting for next year?
no, I think currently and going into 2025 season.
Listen, I like Caleb a lot, but top 10 is
Yeah,
kind of
easily,
stretched right now.
easily top 10 quarterback in the league. I think he had. Dude,
I
you're asking a quarterback. You're asking a quarterback to go into a situation where your offensive coordinator was first of all. It was who was the offensive coordinator first? Shane
Shane
Waldron.
Waldron.
Shane Waldron. Then it goes to Thomas Brown, and then it goes to somebody else after that. Like you had three offensive coordinators in one season. You have a head coach leave after 13 games who doesn't know how to call a timeout. He just doesn't. He doesn't know how to call a timeout. How many times have we seen Caleb Williams drive the Chicago Bears into field goal range or into a scoring position and the Bears just fuck it up? How many times? How
I
many
mean,
times?
but top 10 though, like
Okay, but and my thing is, if we're putting Jaden Daniels top 5, Caleb Williams has been the list. Because
because the only
Jaden
reason
Daniels
they're
after
putting
one,
Jaden Daniels in the top 5 is because of the wins right now.
but
That's
I
the
don't
only
care about.
reason why.
No one cares.
Is it
But
justified?
he had stability. He had stability.
Right. It's not justified necessarily. Like,
It's
yeah, I
not.
agree. But it's like
Jaden. I'll never hear the argument where you put Jaden Daniels over Caleb Williams, man. I can't. I can't
I
say
need
that.
to see this list. Like, Jesus Christ. I can't
Yeah,
imagine
I'm waiting. I'm
him
waiting
being
until my guy David joins this thing so we can all look at it. That'll be later on the
potentially.
show. But I'm just saying right now, Jaden Daniels. If we had won that game against Jaden Daniels, well, he lucked out. He lucked out. That that was such pure luck where he hit that. And you know what? I'm not gonna blame him because you need luck in this game. If he did not hit that lucky as Hail Mary, we would not be talking about Jaden Daniels right now. Jaden Daniels does not have the skill like Caleb Williams does, bro. That's all I gotta say right now. He is not that guy, bro. I'm telling you guys tonight, right now, Commanders fans, the regression is coming next season.
All right. I guess we'll see the top 10. I have to see with my eyes to believe it because
Right, guys, and I'll give you guys a little spoiler. Justin Fields is not on the top 10 list.
I mean, I hope so. Like,
I wanted to put him on that list
no,
so badly
no.
because I believe in him so much, bro. But after next year, he will be a top 10 quarterback.
We'll see. We'll see. Um, Anyways, we got some contract extension race, like a lot of contract extensions,
Yeah,
specifically today in the last 2 days.
yeah.
Um, First off, let's go with the first one, and that was Garrett Wilson's contract.
Yes, sir. I was
Um,
so happy. Thank God we're starting off with this one first.
yes,
Yes.
sir.
One
So
of my
Garrett
favorite receivers.
Wilson, if I can find give me 1 second. It's a
Hey,
lot
Garrett's
of
gonna be a dog, guys. I would pick him up in fantasy. I'm telling you all right now, he's gonna be a dog. He's gonna be a dog.
Garrett Wilson. Let
I
me
can give you
find
my
it.
I can give you my thoughts while you're pulling it up.
Okay, it's a 4 year, $130 million contract.
Hmm.
Averages 32.5 average per year, which makes him the fifth highest for a wide receiver. Will be under contract for the next 6 seasons. First Jets first round pick to be extended after his third season under the new rookie wage scale.
Yep,
And if I remember correctly, $90 million guaranteed. Money.
amazing.
That is a lot of guaranteed money. Means $40 million are no, yeah, 40 million dollars are on the table for him to make up. So overall, I say based on what you've already said, what are your thoughts on this
Top.
move for the Jets?
He's a top 4 receiver in the league. Wait, like he's a top 4. Like, have you seen what the quarterbacks he's had? And now you're giving him one of the most talented quarterbacks in the league. You guys are gonna watch out next year. I'm telling you, this contract is better to get this contract done quicker, sooner than
Mm-hmm.
later. Because I'm telling you right now, if they had to wait till next year, he would be like asking for how much did Jettas get? 40 million. Like that's what Jamar get, right? 40. Yeah, he's
I
getting
think so.
45. He's getting 45. Like Garrett Wilson is such a talented. He's very very talented receiver. He's very good off the catch. He's a really good what's it called again? Goal ball receiver. He can also the thing with Garrett Wilson is he can do. He's very versatile. He can basically do everything you want. In my opinion, Garrett Wilson, in my opinion, is top 5. Maybe I have him a little too high than a lot of people have him, but I think he's one of the best Ohio State receivers I've ever seen. Yes, I think he's better than DK Metcalf. I think he's better than AJ Brown. I
I
draw the
wouldn't say
line.
that.
I draw the line from CD Lamb, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson. I think
Okay.
those are your top 3 receivers. But I think Garrett Wilson is number 4 in my opinion. I'm very high on Garrett Wilson.
Yeah.
And then I think after next year, Marvin Harrison Jr. will be number 5. But that's
We'll
just
have to
me.
see.
But you know me, like I like Marvin like a lot. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like I just think that it's better to get it done earlier. You don't want to pull like a Cowboys, where you have to wait. You drag it out, and then you like have to pay them the absolute bag. Whereas you just get it done now, make Garrett Wilson happy, have a successful season, and you have him for the future. That's in my opinion, it was a good move. And I think next year when you have him pairing him up with his college quarterback in Justin Fields, and guess what? Last time Justin Fields had a viable receiver, they had their best career season. Garrett Wilson's getting 1,500 yards next season.
We'll see. Yeah. I mean, I agree with some points of what you said. I wouldn't go to say that he's a top 4 receiver in the
And who do
league.
you have him over Garrett Wilson?
I mean, they're definitely. I'm trying to think. Like, I mean, Garrett Wilson's. Listen, I'll go back. Let me go explain my thoughts first, okay? Before I go
Yeah,
to the top. But I think this is a good deal for the perspective of the Jets. Like you said, I think that getting deal done early on in his career is more viable as a solution, especially when it comes to the cap space perspective.
okay.
Um, $90 million guaranteed. Solid money for a wide receiver of his stature. He's still very young in his career. Still was able to get 1,000 yards with not such great quarterback play as well. But you know, from a perspective, yeah, this is a good move. Like I have nothing really, no complaints per se on that. That front because you're trying to, sure up your weapons for the future. And the question is like the quarterback spot. If Justin Fields is that guy, is going to
He
be
is
that
that
guy
guy.
for, okay, but if Justin Fields ends up being that guy, this is a home run move for the New York
Easily.
Jets because, not only do you shore up a wide receiver for him, you already have the connection with the wide receiver and quarterback duo from when they're back in their day
All
in
state.
college. But also, like, listen, I know, bear with me when I'm saying this, but let's say Justin is not the future for this team, and as long the next quarterback they end up eventually drafting, if they don't, make it that far in the season, that means
Yeah.
they're still set up for success because they have the pieces around this team to still be a viable roster for any quarterback, especially a rookie quarterback, end up coming into the on the team. I'm not saying that it will necessarily happen, but I'm just saying that
Yeah.
from a
Yeah.
perspective of the future, this is a great move, and you're just trying to pay uh your draft picks at this point.
I
I think
mean,
that's just my perspective, and
I'm
I think
confused where
that
you don't. My thing is, I'm confused where you had Garrett Wilson in your top. Like, where do you
I
have him?
mean, I wouldn't listen. Let me.
Like, what is okay? My thing is, what does AJ Brown do that's better than Garrett Wilson?
I mean, I would say AJ Brown is still like. I
But like,
mean,
he's
he's
just
still
not
a
very.
very good wide receiver. It's
But like,
like
what does he do that's better? Like,
I mean, he's still great as a wide receiver. He's just
My
older
thing is
now.
right.
That's it.
m- Okay, but okay, age does have a matter. Age matters because if we're talking about like legacy wise, yeah, Devontae Adams has to be there. Like Tyreek Hill has to be there. But we're talking about the best wide receivers right now in the league. Garrett Wilson's top four, bro. In my opinion, that's just me though. I have him really high, and I think Justin Fields and him next season is gonna be one of the best duos in the league, man. It's like you remember Jamar Chase? You know Jamar Chase and
So what about Amon-Ra St. Brown?
yeah, he's better than Amon Ra. Easily better than Amon Ra.
What about um Puka
I like
Nakua?
DJ, but he's better than DJ.
No, I wouldn't say that. No, but Puka Nakua. What about
Wait,
Puka?
wait. You have DJ Moore over Garrett Wilson?
I mean, yeah.
I
You
have
know
to.
how much DJ had to
Oh,
deal with back in Carolina,
you
and
know
he
how
still
much?
dropped
You know how
10K.
much Garrett Wilson has to deal with, dude. Okay, DJ Moore cannot. He's not a really good contested
What
ball
about
catcher.
Tyreek Hill?
He's washed. Did you see what he did last season?
I'm asking you as a wide receiver perspective. He's still a good wide receiver.
I don't. I
You would
disagree.
take you would take Garrett Wilson over Tyreek
Hill.
Hill.
Yeah, right now, yeah.
Okay.
Garrett Wilson is, in my opinion, one of the most talented receivers in the league.
I mean, I
Like,
can't
okay,
say that. I don't
how?
know.
How is DJ Moore better than? I like DJ.
Like, not even DJ Moore either. It's just like, yeah, Garrett Wilson is like, in my opinion, probably
He's
top
the best.
15.
He's the best wide receiver in their division. First of all, like he's better than Hill, in my opinion. And then also,
I
okay,
mean,
also a lot of these great receivers have other good receivers with them. The thing with Garrett Wilson is he doesn't have anybody with him. He's going up against all the time. He's going up against the best corner of each team. He's going against them, and he's still cooking them. He's such a good contested ball catcher, bro. He is probably one of the best route runners in the league. And my thing is he's one of the most underappreciated receivers in all of football. That's why I have him number 4. Well, here's my thing. Okay, in my opinion, bro, I'm fine with you not having him top 4 because it is your opinion. But can you at least tell me you have him top 10?
yeah, he could be top 10. He could be. Yeah,
You have him top 10. Okay,
he
that's
could be
fine.
top 10. Yeah,
That's fine with me. That's fine with
I'm
me,
fine
bro.
with him being top 10.
But
But at the
I
same
think he's
time, I
top
feel
4.
like I feel like he's borderline. You could also make an argument he's borderline top 10 too. Like,
That's so
it depends on
disrespectful.
it depends on
That's
who you
so
put.
disrespectful.
Why would that be disrespectful?
Who do you have? Okay,
I mean, yeah, he's averaged 1,000 per season. Yeah, but like,
his first 3 years and his quarterbacks have been trash.
hmm.
Okay, Justin Jefferson had Kirk Cousins as his quarterback. Joe Burrow has a top 3 quarterback or top 4 quarterback in the league. Jamar Chase has a top 4 quarterback in the league in Joe Burrow as his wide receiver. Who else? CeeDee Lamb has Dak Prescott as his quarterback. He's a known commodity. Who is Garrett Wilson's receivers? Quarterbacks. Tim Boyle, Zach Wilson, um, washed Aaron Rodgers, who barely even used him. Like, Garrett, in my opinion, he's that guy, man. Come
Yeah,
on.
okay. I'll stick with him being top 10. I can see that. Yeah,
Yeah.
because if he averages 1,000 per season, like yeah, I can see it. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'll say top 10. I wouldn't go as far as to say top 5. That's
I
just
say
not
top.
for me.
I know. I said top 4.
But yeah, I will not go there.
All right.
Next one on the docket, Trey Smith. I remember back in January when we were all head over heels excited that potentially the Bears are going to get Trey Smith. Obviously,
Mhm.
that did not happen post Super Bowl. And Trey Smith, after being franchise tagged by the Kansas City Chiefs, quite literally and immediately got a 4-year, $94 million deal, $70 million guaranteed, making him the highest paid guard in the NFL. Um, and I'm trying to pull up some more
Yo,
stats.
Zoback. Uh,
Oh,
David's here.
yeah. What's up?
What's up, bro?
How's it going? How's it
We're
going?
talking about contract extensions that have happened already.
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
sir. So far, we're discussing Trey Smith right now and his 4-year deal. And the fact, okay, just to kind of go over the the details, Trey Smith got a 4-year, $94 million deal with $70 million guaranteed, making him the highest paid guard in the NFL. And
yeah,
another fun fact as well is that the Kansas City Chiefs now have the highest paid guard and highest paid center in the league as well. So, what are both of your thoughts on this extension? Because, for on one hand, it can be seen as a very needed move for the Kansas City Chiefs because they did lose Joe Tooney to the Chicago Bears, and they're trying to shore up that guard spot with Trey Smith. And given that Trey Smith was sixth-round pick for the Kansas City Chiefs, this is a huge deal for him. You know, especially coming from being a drafted sixth in the sixth round to what he is now, two-time Super Bowl champion. So,
Mhm.
what are your thoughts on it? I would like to go with Ankit first. Tell me your thoughts, and then we'll go with David.
Yeah, I'll make mine pretty short. I think Trey Smith's one of the best guards in the league. I think the Kansas City Chiefs, we saw the Super Bowl. Um, the offensive line got decimated, even though the Eagles didn't blitz once. So I think keeping Trey Smith was a smart move for the Chiefs, and it's gonna help Patrick Mahomes next season when he has a healthy team with his healthy wide receivers the whole year of Hollywood Brown, Rashid Rice, and Xavier Worthy. So yeah, and Travis Kelsey. So I think the Chiefs are gonna be fine. I think this is a really good move for the long haul. So yeah, I think this is a good move. You want to keep the trenches, and you can always you can always like replace receivers, but the trenches is really hard to um get nowadays. So keeping them is the best and most ideal in my opinion.
Yeah, that makes some complete sense. But before we get into what David has to say, I just want to also point out that Trey Smith currently now, for a guard, has the most is now the number one or leading in terms of guaranteed money. He's just ahead of Robert Hunt, the guard, uh, with 63 million, and Trey Smith now has 70 million. David, I would like to get your thoughts on this, especially
yeah.
from your perspective.
I don't think it's worth it at all. Um, I think it's good. Like I get where they're going. At first, I was like, it was a good move, especially when I saw it. But like I look at it, I looked him up. I mean, I get it. Like he's 26, he's a lot of time. But right now, like he has only been one Pro Bowl. So for a guy, he hasn't even been an All Pro team. So a guy to be making the most guaranteed guard money as a one-time Pro Bowler, not even an All Pro. I think it's kind of ridiculous. I think he fleeced them. I get where they're coming from because having an O line is very important. But like they're paying Patrick Mahomes all this money. You know, they're paying Smith now, Creed Humphrey, obviously more people. Chris Jones, all this money. Like, I get like you want to keep him, but I actually disagree with Donkey. I think an O-line in the draft is actually like not easy, but isn't that hard. I feel like just quarterback is very hard to get. I feel
I
like
kind of want to do a little pushback on that. I think, from your perspective, you did make some good points, especially when it comes to the money perspective.
yeah,
But I think if you take a look at the long term aspect of a contract, right?
yeah,
As time goes on, you know, the longer you wait, you know how like Jerry, you know very well, the longer you wait for a contract, especially for your star players, the the interest essentially goes up and the
oh no,
contract numbers
I agree with
should
that.
go up.
I just don't think I would rather let him go or pay him less.
But also, you have to also keep in mind that, from a perspective of the Kansas City Chiefs who are trying to continue their
I
dynasty,
agree.
and uh Patrick Mahomes, we've seen throughout his career, especially the fact that he's been in the league for 9 years. Like I saw a
hmm
graphic the other day, like time just does not make any sense whatsoever because
I
he
think it's
is
8.
continues to take pay cuts, especially when it comes to winning and building championship teams. You've seen that with Tom Brady taking pay cuts so that his offensive line gets, continues to be continues to have the
Yeah.
continuity, continues to have the stability over the course of his career there and try to maximize as many championships as possible. I think that's what the Kansas City Chiefs are doing in this aspect because they understand this is a lot of money and they're putting a lot of like their chips into the middle of the table. But they're going it for the perspective of we're trying to maximize our window right now because our window is starting to close, especially after facing the Philadelphia Eagles in the Super Bowl and losing to them pretty badly. So trying to shore up that offensive line, continue to make sure that the continuity and the chemistry between your quarterback and your offensive line are still intact. It does suck that you got rid of Joe Tooney, who is a veteran presence for them, especially when it comes to his knowledge on the Patriots and now on the Kansas City Chiefs. Definitely gonna suck, but I do understand where you're coming from because it is a lot of guaranteed money, especially from a
Yeah.
position where you could get a lot of injury concerns with. But yeah, anything we want to talk about after? Like,
Well,
you
I
want
mean,
to?
I agree with you on that aspect, but I just think like um I just think it's a little bit of a I would say it's a risk because if this guy like I get it, he peaked and he's probably a really good player, but if this was his peak and you're paying him this money, like that's a bad contract. I get it. I get it though. I get it though. I really do. I just think like I don't know. I think like Kansas City, um, like outside of Travis is like still able to contend for 5, 6 years. So I don't know, even 7, maybe even 10, because Mahomes is only 30 or something, right? 29, 30. So I just think like they don't need to rush it, and they won 3 Super Bowls. Like Mahomes, they have so much. Like the guys, I mean, he probably wasn't the best quarterback last year, but based off of like history, he is the best quarterback in the league. So if you have like 5, 6 more years of just this, I just feel like they didn't need to rush it. I mean, they have one of the because their roster is also kind of young now, outside of like maybe Chris Jones and Kelsey. So I don't know. I just didn't see a reason to rush this contract, but they know better than me. They're 3-time championship rosters. So
Yeah, that's very fair. Um, I guess let's move on to the next contract. I mean, we already, if you want to, David, give your quick thoughts on the Garrett Wilson deal. We kind of discussed that already, but what is your take on the Garrett Wilson deal? I think
I
if
saw
I
you
remember
guys signed,
correctly,
but I don't know the money on it.
it's $130 million over 4 years, and
It's just in my
$90
opinion.
million guaranteed.
Okay, I mean, I guess 90 guaranteed isn't that bad. Um,
Oh, and there. He's there for the next 6 years essentially because he got paid 3 years into his rookie contract.
okay, so he's in for 6. I mean, that's really not that bad. Um, like keeping a guy like Wilson. My thing is Wilson like since his rookie year, I wouldn't say he's been a letdown, but I think he's been overhyped a little. But also that could be like his quarterbacks, right? Um, I think it's worth it because if he does finally take the next step, then that is very worth it. And honestly, he's kind of a receiver that will get you 1K yards every year. So yeah, I think it's worth it. And especially like I'm guessing his contract starts in 2 years. So the salary cap at some point, like that probably won't even be that crazy.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, because the salary cap continues to go up as
Yeah,
years go
exactly.
on. So that's what we're saying. Like, pay him early, so that
That's not bad, yeah.
yeah, so it's not the worst thing. Now let's move on to the more recent one that came out today about Sauce Gardner. New York Jets are continuing to add on to their rookie, or not their rookie contract, their young core contracts, and now this time on the defensive end with Sauce Gardner getting his uh highest. He becomes the highest paid cornerback in NFL history, taking it away from Derek Stingley Jr. from the Houston Texans, and is now signed a 4-year, $120.4 million deal with 30 million, which is 30 million per year. And let me find the guarantees because I'm not really fully sure on the guaranteed money. $60 million guaranteed, and it's going to be for the next 6 seasons through 2030. So we saw with Garrett Wilson through 2029, and now Sauce Gardner for till 2030. So let's get your thoughts. Let's start with David first, and then we'll move to Ankit. Um,
Yeah.
give me your thoughts on this deal. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Let me know what you think.
I like it a lot. This one, like, I just think it's a no-brainer. You could say Wilson, maybe. Sauce Gardner is like, what? It's his third year now after this year. This year
I
will be
think
his third
so.
year.
I'm pretty
So,
sure.
I mean, first 2 years, he's been a top 3 cornerback in the league. I mean, that's ridiculous. You come in the league and you're elite. Yeah, like I just think that honestly, like they'd be stupid not to do this deal. So I like it.
All right. What do you
I
think?
don't, I don't like it. I
Really?
love it.
Oh.
I love it.
I
I love it. I love it for the Jets, man.
know, right? It's a
The
good
Jets
deal.
are my second team now. I like it a lot. I think he's one of the best lockdown corners in the league. They don't throw the sauce, man, for a reason. So yeah, I like it. I
Yeah.
think they're not aligned with Garrett Wilson, but they're locking down the future. I think the Jets are doing the right thing and paying their elite guys right now, which is
Yeah, I
good
know.
because later on they don't have to deal with like all these conscious situations like the Bengals are right now, where they can't even pay the rookie. So yeah, I love it.
Wait,
Love
what
it for the
will
Jets.
happen if he doesn't like pull up? Like, is he
He
just
can
re?
he can like return to A&M or another college team and then get
But
redrafted.
But the issue is that the Bengals still own the rights to him though, so the Bengals can just redraft him if anything, which is kind of dumb. I don't know.
Redraft.
Wait, so wait. What do you mean? Like, how would they redraft him?
No, so because of the fact that in when they draft him, I think there's some stipulation within the contract. Like I know they haven't signed the contract, but there's like something I remember reading somewhere where it was like, um, the Bengals can still, if they have the opportunity to draft Shamar Stewart, they can technically still draft him, even if they don't come to a deal like now. Because if he goes back to Texas A&M, which he probably I think will soon, if they just don't reach to a contract, he'll probably go back to A&M, practice with them and whatnot. But it's kind of insane if you think about it. Like
That's
the
what I
fact that
thought. I thought
that's
it's kind of ridiculous that he's not signing.
yeah. I mean, it makes sense because if you think about it, from a perspective of
No, I heard like they're
him,
not giving it's the Bengals' fault. They're just not giving him like the guaranteed money that's like required for him. Like
I
they're just
mean,
not
it goes back to the whole like collusion, or like the whole owners collusion thing that's been going around, especially with the documents that have been coming out about it. So, kind of give a brief like synopsis of it. It's basically the owners, after it was all happened after the Deshaun Watson deal, and the Browns giving him all that guaranteed money, the $230 million of guaranteed money. And essentially, because of how poorly that turned out, the owners essentially, from if I remember correctly, came together to realize that giving guaranteed money is not the move, especially a lot of guaranteed money, and they're kind of like hesitant on that, especially when it comes to players that have already played within the league right now, and you know rookies that are coming into the league. And they'll also talk about the NIL money deal that have been, going around, because nowadays players are coming into the NFL with money being made already. They're making money via the NIL deals that they've signed within college, and they're going into the NFL right now getting fully freshly drafted, whether it's in the second round onward, being like, okay, I made money in college. Now I'm definitely need to make money in the NFL. It only makes sense that way, because
Yeah.
it's no
Okay.
longer the same league anymore where you're in college, you're not getting paid a single dime whatsoever, and you're like begging like any amount of money to the NFL, because the NFL is rich beyond belief, especially when it comes to ownership and stuff. That's where it did the pretty much, kind of give a general synopsis of it.
Okay.
So that's kind of what's kind of happening with the Shamar Stewart situation. And that's why 30 out of the 32 second round draft picks have not signed their rookie deals right now. That includes Luther Burden, Ozzie Trapillo, and why can't I think of Shamar Turner? I think that was the third second round pick for the Chicago Bears. Those three have not signed their deals yet. So that just shows you how important when it comes to guaranteed money is in the NFL.
Wow.
But yeah, I mean,
I think that's kind of ridiculous on both parties.
But yeah,
Because like it's what, like the season starts in a month, right?
yeah, training camp starts in a couple of weeks, and he has yet to step onto the field because of this.
Yeah.
Shamar Stewart has not. I mean, Shamar Turner has, thank God, but Shamar Stewart on the Bengals has not. Trey Hendrickson on top of that has not. So your two edge rushers that you're trying to, have for the start of the season to have some semblance of a defense are not practicing whatsoever. That's ridiculous in the first part. And Bengals fans have a right to feel completely like helpless at this point, because your team is essentially sabotaging Joe Burrow's potential limited window to make it back to the Super Bowl. And the AFC is not getting any
I
more
just feel
less
like
competitive.
paying all those offensive guys is kind of stupid.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I don't mind them paying them, but prioritizing the defense, just go all in, because Trey Hendrickson will give you 19 sacks a season. So what's the problem here? Invest in the defense. Like, I don't
know.
get it. But yeah, going back to Sauce Gardner, I know it's a little bit of a tangent, but Sauce Gardner is now the highest paid corner in the NFL per year basis. Like I said, above Jarek Stingley Jr. But I do just want to say, as a Bears fan, it comes back to the point where, thank God, Ryan Poles cooked with the Jalen Johnson deal. The Jalen Johnson deal is aging so well. $76 million for Jalen Johnson to be like one of the top corners in the league, and you're only paying him $76 million with like $50 million guaranteed. Let Ryan Poles cook with that one. But anyways, I know we talked a lot with the. I've been kind of yapping a lot more, but I want to give Ankit some chance to talk right now. Give me your synopsis of, Sauce Gardner. I know you kind of talked a little bit more about how you loved it, but any further thoughts on that?
Oh, not really. I mean, hey, in my opinion, he's a top 3 corner, like David said. And like I said before, just pay the guy earlier, so you don't have to pay him more later. It's just you want to get the deal done, and you want, because like what Ryan Poles did, right? He got the deal done sooner than later, and now you're only paying Jalen Johnson like what 19 million a year. So it's a good deal. So that's what the Jets are doing. Obviously, they have to pay more for Sauce Gardner, and I'm telling you guys right now, it's gonna age really well. He's one of the best corners in the league. You pay him for what he's worth, and he's worth that top tier money. So
yeah, for sure.
I like I said, I love it. I love it.
Yes, sir.
The Jets. I'm telling a lot of people, the Jets will be scary next season. I'm just saying that.
All right, let's move on to the few topics that we have left here. I know we kind of talked a lot about the contract extensions. As of right now, there's not many additional ones. But speaking of contract extensions that haven't happened, Terry McLaurin on the Washington Commanders having a bit of a tough time reaching a deal with the Commanders on a deal, especially when it comes to Terry having a really solid season with Jaden Daniels being essentially the wide receiver one for this team. He is up in age right now
Exactly.
with being 29 years old from Ohio State. Uh, and reaching that exclusive contract. McLaurin is in his final year of a 3-year, $68 million extension, which he signed back in 2022. And as of right now, he's saying that, to reporters specifically, without any progress and discussion, it's kind of hard to see how he steps on the field. He definitely wants to be here, and he's made that abundantly clear, but he has not been able to reach an agreement, and he's been relatively frustrated with the Commanders, especially. Ankit, I want to talk to you about this because this
Yeah.
is, a big deal for Jaden Daniels going forward. With
Mhm.
your wide receiver one, you're trying to build chemistry, and you want that continuity going into your second or sophomore season. Does a deal end up happening here? Do you think the Commanders are going to give in to Terry's demands? And if so, if not, where would you think that he would end up?
If I'm the Commanders, you better give this guy his money. Have you seen what he's done with his career with the Commanders? He's a lock for 1,000 yards every single season, except for his rookie year in 2019. He only had 919. Yeah, like only eight, 81 yards off. So he's been amazing for the Commanders. He honestly really helped Jada Daniels last year. Had 1,096 yards. Literally was second in the league in touchdowns with 13. Yeah, the Commanders, they better, because I'm telling you guys right now, if they get rid of Terry McLaurin next season, yeah, Jaden Daniels sophomore slump is gonna be an understatement next year for Jaden Daniels, man. I think if you have Debo Samuel's your number one receiver next year, yeah, you're screwed. And Luke McCaffrey's your number two with aging Zach Ertz as your tight end. I get David's point too. He is pretty old, so I wouldn't give him like a crazy contract, but you got to give him what he wants because he's really helped Jaden Daniels a lot. And without Terry McLaurin, we would not be talking about Jaden Daniels and his rise and how the Commanders did last year. He was a really big part of what the Commanders did last year and making the NFC Championship game.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
mean, before we get into David's time, I want to kind of read off a little bit of the depth chart. Say Terry McLaurin. Outside of Terry McLaurin, you have Luke McCaffrey, KJ Osborne, who was a former Patriot slash Viking, who's in third in the depth chart. Debo Samuel, Jalen Lane, Chris Moore, Jacoby Jones, Noah Brown, Michael Gallup, and Mike
What
Strachan.
a goated team.
And then tight end Zach Ertz.
wait, did you say Debo?
Yeah, Debo.
Okay.
But yeah, so David, I want your thoughts on this. Let me know what you think.
I agree with Ankit on the part where you do need to pay him, but honestly, if he's asking for too much money, I'll let him go. My reasoning is like this was undoubtedly his best season in the league. And I don't know if he's gonna have a better season than that. My reasoning is obviously the quarterback's amazing, and maybe Jaden with the addition of Debo can help him maybe have a better season than this. I just don't see it because this year, almost 1,100 yards with 13 touchdowns. 13 touchdowns is very good. Before that, he really never got close to that, and that's obviously due to a quarterback. But athletically, he's never he's not gonna get better athletically. You know what I mean? It's sadly just gonna either stay the same for a little and then get worse. So I just think if he can get a season like this a little better, that's good. But if you're gonna go in and pay Terry some CeeDee Lamb money, you know what I mean? I just let him walk because for the future, because Jaden, man, he has 15 years minimum. I'm barring if there's no injuries, he has 15 years. No reason to rush.
15.
Yeah. He
15 is pretty standard.
Yeah, but for a running quarterback, well, how long did Vic play? My
yeah,
God.
but
I mean,
it's also
Vic
you're you're also one sec. Sorry, you're also acting like he won't get better passing. You look at Lamar Jackson, right? Like he's passing more now.
You got to get more jacked, in my opinion. But yeah, I agree with you.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
No, but for Vic, I'm just sorry. Vic had off the field issues, and he kind of missed time due to being in jail too. So
no, I think Vic
that's
did
also,
almost play 15 years too.
yeah, exactly. So like,
So he played 10 plus.
Yeah.
10 plus is a starter too, and then he missed like a couple years in jail. Yeah, so you have 10 plus years. Like, why pay Terry crazy money when if the management doesn't suck, they'll end up getting a receiver. But if Terry's willing to take like good money but not like crazy, then I'd sign him immediately. I mean, the guy's good.
But here's my thing, right? Like he's consistent. Like you said, like he won't do this again. Like I would have to disagree here because
I mean, I obviously wouldn't do it again. It's just not going to get better.
But I mean, this is what you ask for a receiver to be consistent, and
Yeah,
he's
for
consistently been at 1,000.
I know, but he's just not. He's good, but he's not like shouldn't be making like like CD even AJ Brown money, bro. Like realistically, shouldn't be. And
but I just don't think Jaden Daniels is who he is without Terry.
But I don't think Terry is who he is without Jaden. It's the kind of like a 2-2 thing.
Yeah, but Terry.
And Jaden's he's gonna just get better.
But Terry also put up really good stats with Sam Howell as his quarterback, Taylor Heineke as his quarterback.
Yeah, but I'd say a lot of it, what made him amazing this year is the touchdowns. I'm not saying the yards. My thing is, can he get 13 touchdowns next year? That's the hard part.
But I don't know if he will because they have Deebo Samuels now, and like they also have Zach Ertz, who's one of the best tight ends in the red zone. Like,
yeah, that's my thing. Like I feel like
didn't they
Terry's amazing money, his crazy money, argument would be, oh, I scored 13 touchdowns. Like he'd go up to the office and say, I scored 13 touchdowns. But if he doesn't score like at least 10 next year, why would you want to pay him like honestly even 25 million? I'm fine paying. What if he gets paying Terry 20 million, but when you go to 25, I'm like, it's his age, bro. Like the minute a lot of these guys hit, because if he's elite, if he's getting 1,000 yards for the next 3 years, then that contract would be worth it. But if his age, like say next year, Terry's really good, but then the year after, he's like kind of gone down a little. That money's not looking that good.
Okay, but my thing is like you saw the moves that the Commanders did this season, right? They did make some really good roster moves. They got Larry Tunsil, they got Deebo Samuel, they bolster up the defensive line. Like they have made some moves. I think they want to go for it. They made the NFC Championship last year. Like you need Terry McLaurin to have a successful season this year.
Sure.
Might as well pay him and just get it over with. And hopefully the next 3 or 4 years you can go contend for a Super Bowl. That should be I think that's what the metric is for the Commanders, right? After you make the NFC Championship game your first year, and you have a rookie contract with Jaden Daniels, I just think it's just smarter, in my opinion, to pay Terry now, get him happy, make sure that the team is clicking the right cylinders, and then go out and have a successful season instead of risking losing Terry for nothing next year and then having to bank on drafting another wide receiver next year.
I see where you're coming from. I do agree with like wanting to re-sign him. I just don't think he's worth crazy money. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. All right, do we go to my top 10 quarterbacks, bro, or do you have anything else to say?
I mean, we can do it real quick. We're about to hit the 60-minute mark, but yeah, go ahead.
All right, I made a top 16. I didn't I forgot to count, but here's my what are y'all thoughts on my top 16 quarterbacks in the league? I'll read them all. I got Mahomes number 1, Allen number 2, Lamar number 3, Burrow number 4, Stafford number 5, Hurts number 6, Dak number 7, 8 is Caleb, 9 is Stroud, 10 is Daniels, 11 is Herbert, 12 is Goff, 13 Fields, 14 Purdy, 15 Rodgers, Darnold 16, and Bryce is 17.
Wait. Can you say that very slow real quick? I'm just trying to
Before you go on, is this like predictions?
No, I think this is
because if this is based off of last year, then that's just not true, respectfully.
No, this is predictions for next year.
Predictions. Okay.
Like,
fine.
okay, like it is kind of based on what, like, obviously we had to look at stats of what they did last year.
But then Stafford, there's no way Stafford could be 5 or 6,
I disagree.
whatever he was.
Here's my
How?
thing.
Based off
Here's my
of
thing.
Stafford's last year's stats?
No,
No
but
way.
like I just
Wait,
think that
wait.
now
So
that
say that
Devontae-
again. Say your entire thing again. One
All right,
second.
Yeah,
Mahomes,
couldn't be 7 either, in my opinion.
Mahomes is number
Mahomes,
1. Number
Josh.
2 is Allen.
Yeah.
Number 3 is Lamar. Number 4, Burrow. I think that's a consensus for top 4.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
The reason why I put Stafford over Hurts, I have number 5 Stafford, number 6 I have Hurts, and then I have 7 is Dak, 8 Caleb, 9 Stroud, 10 Daniels, 11 Herbert, 12 is Goff, 13 is Fields, 14 is Purdy, 15 is Rodgers, 16 is Darnold, and 17 is Bryce.
where's Jordan Love?
Wait, where is? Wait, hold on. 1 second.
Oh, you're
1 second.
right, you're
Caleb
right.
is 8.
Jordan
Who's
Love has
9
three.
and who's 10?
9 is Stroud. Stroud's 9, and then 10 is Herbert. So 10 is Daniels. The reason why I put Herbert out of the top 10 is because of what he did in the playoffs. It was god awful.
That one I'm fine with.
Just critiques, bro, on my list.
So my question
So this is your list based on what you're saying right now. Is
yeah.
Oh, okay.
if this is the prediction, sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
I agree. If you want to predict that, that's not crazy. But if this is based off of last year,
Wait,
I'd even have to put Dak
I
out of
want
it,
to hear
too.
like, okay, what's it like? Okay, it's like you, David, go first. Like, what do
I
you
just
think?
wouldn't put Stafford or Dak or Caleb or even Stroud. I mean, I guess maybe Stroud because of his play. Like, I wouldn't even put them in the top 10 if this is based off of last year.
Yeah.
If this is like this year though, like
Okay.
that's
No,
fine.
David, I'm taking what they did last year, and I'm predicting what they're going to do next year. Like, this is like my prediction of what next year is going to look like when it's all said and done.
My thing is like with Stafford is like I get he got Devontae Adams, but I feel like we're nostalgia looking at both of them because, in my opinion, personally, I don't think Stafford or Adams is going to get any better. I think they're honestly both just going to get worse. Stafford's like 40 almost now, right? Or
he's like 36, 37.
yeah, especially with all the injuries he's gotten. I mean, yeah, 37.
Stafford's just like he's like one of the most consistent quarterbacks every year. And it's like what he did last year. I mean, obviously, look, a lot of his receivers were out last year.
My thing is he just gets injured a lot.
They upgraded. Wait, why are you removing the players?
I'm just trying to fix it, and from my perspective, I'm just trying to see what
Keep it, bro. Keep it. Okay,
Nah.
look. The reason why I have Caleb Williams over people are gonna say, like, wait, why do I have Caleb Williams over Jaden Daniels and CJ Stroud? It's because, dude, last year the turmoil that Caleb Williams went through last year, and you guys look at the stats. Look at the regular season stats. They're nearly identical to Jaden Daniels' stats last year, passing wise, nearly identical. And guess what? Jaden Daniels had a way more better situation when it comes to coaching, way better offensive coordinator. And it's just the stability of the season was so much better for Jaden Daniels. He didn't have a boneheaded coach not knowing how to make any timeout and coaching errors in crucial games. I saw Caleb Williams take the Bears on his back consistently every year, every time, and and lead them to game-winning drives, and then the Bears just fuck it up every time. Jaden Daniels last year, in my opinion, I've seen blasphemous lists.
I mean, I wouldn't say they were nearly identical. Their passing stats.
What do you mean?
I would say their yards are
25 to 8.
And
20 to
more,
6.
but his passer rating is like 13 more.
I just think that his situation was
I get the situation part. I agree with that. But also,
I just think
like
Caleb is just better in my opinion.
You know what I mean?
What?
Okay, this is the list I'm gonna make for what I think this past season, like top 10 of what happened last season. Because
I just don't get the Stafford one personally. Like, how is he 6?
I think Stafford is a little bit
Wait. Why is Mahomes 3?
Because
I'm fine with that. I do agree. He had a very bad down year last year.
What happened in the AFC Championship game? What
happened in the Super Bowl? Jalen Hurts played
Burrow
better
didn't
than
make
him.
the playoffs.
Yeah, bro, come on. But look at Burrow's defense, bro.
Oh, but okay. So what, Dave?
That was the worst.
I feel like it's
defense in the
interchangeable. I feel like Joe Burrow still deserves to be.
I just don't understand how people can put Josh Allen number 1 when he's 0-4 against Patrick Mahomes, and every time Patrick Mahomes plays Josh Allen in the playoffs, Mahomes has outplayed him every time. I don't understand it, man. Hey, look, it's your list, but I don't understand it, man. I don't understand how Patrick Mahomes.
I
Can
mean,
be,
I could see that.
how
For
can
sake of
Lamar
wins,
Jackson?
I still
how,
think that Joe Burrow had a
how
good
can
season.
and then my thing is, how can Lamar Jackson be number 2 when he's consistently shown every single year that when it comes to the playoffs, he's been butt juice in the playoffs? How can he be better than Pat Mahomes?
I mean,
I'm
I would
talking
say,
about. I mean,
I would say this year, Allen and Mahomes, like it was similar, but Mahomes played maybe a little better, but he had one less touchdown.
Yeah, but David, here's my thing though, and this is my thing. When it mattered the
He had
most,
2 rushing
Allen had the
touchdowns,
ball in
so
his hands to win the game, and he couldn't go past 20 yards. I'm being so serious. Game on the line, 20. You need 20 yards out of everybody here. We all are expecting Patrick Mahomes to do it, bro. We're expecting him to be the most clutch. Josh Allen has not been that clutch. Lamar has not been
yeah.
that clutch in the playoffs. Only guy I would say
I
has been
mean,
clutch
but
in the
yeah,
playoffs
also
is Joe Burrow.
be wary that
I mean, I'd
a
also
lot
say
of
Jalen
things
Hurts
went
is clutch
right
in the
for
playoffs.
Mahomes too. Like a lot of things went right during the season in order for
Okay,
him to
that's
be.
part of the game, though.
No, I agree, but I'd also say Hurts is clutch in the playoffs. I mean,
Okay, so
when it's time to shine,
okay, I'll agree
he's
with you,
there in the
David. You
playoffs.
did. I'll agree. Maybe I have Hurts a little too low, but okay, my thing with you're saying like, oh, a lot of things had to go right for Mahomes. You know who's the most clutch quarterback in the
No,
league?
I agree though. He is
Pat.
Mahomes is the most clutch.
Like I just see that like
I
it
also
has
just
to be synonymous that Mahomes is number 1.
Herbert, like after that playoffs, man.
Like,
I don't know.
no, but
I
I
don't
know.
know.
And no, another thing is like Mahomes. I'm sorry I keep going with Mahomes here, but Mahomes, we're all docking him for going to 3 straight Super Bowls. That's never been done before. Never been done before. We're docking him.
Yeah, based
My
off
thing
the
is,
last, that's fine. I'm fine with that.
I have to
But
put
like,
Jared Goff in the
no,
top
no, no,
10.
no. I agree. I agree with Goff. My thing isn't Goff low-key just a worse Prescott when you think about it?
I guess, but I mean,
No,
he
but
did
off
have a
of
really
last
good
year, I
season.
agree. Prescott shouldn't even be in this list.
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
forgot
saying
that Prescott shouldn't be.
he shouldn't be in the list. Yeah, because of he didn't.
wait,
even,
why is Jordan Love on? Did we forget what he did in the wild card?
No, I agree. I'm not saying that he didn't do it. I'm just saying
Like,
trying to
Jordan
figure out
Love.
who else in the top 10.
Who did Jordan
Where's
lose to
Caleb?
again?
Wait, where's Caleb?
But
He's
how
not
could
gonna be
Caleb
in
be in
this
the
right
top
now.
10?
Not after last year,
Based off
no.
of
Dude,
last
last year, I'm sorry, bro. Last year you put him on a decent team that has.
But
I
you
guess-
can't do that. You can't do that.
Yes, you
That's
can
like,
because
that's
just
like
because
saying no. That's like saying putting it like okay. I don't know. Say like some players on a horrible team, and then like LaMelo Ball. Like you can't just put him on the freaking Spurs. Not
But
Spurs.
I disagree because Jalen. See, here's my thing with that is like he was one of the okay. So for example, can we agree that Justin Herbert and Caleb Williams had basically identical stats last year?
Actually,
They basically had identical
I
stats last
like
year.
Caleb, but like again, he and this is not even trying to be mean. He wasn't playing meaningful football, bro. Respectfully, it's his rookie year.
Okay, so David, can we all agree that the Commanders game was not on Caleb Williams? Like that game
It wasn't.
It wasn't, right? Then let's all agree that the Packers game where he drove the football down the distance and the block field
I
goal,
know that happens, man.
and then overtime.
The
defense
blocked
could
one,
not get a
no.
stop.
That one happens. Like it is what
I
it
think
is.
this is a pretty
I
solid
just you
list.
can't put Caleb in there when his team won like what was it 4 or 5 games? How many?
5 games, bro.
Yeah, like you can't really do that.
Yeah.
Like
But
I'll
then
be dude.
no, but remember,
And
like
the
people
reason
were
we're putting I know Burrow didn't make the playoffs. One, he also plays in the AFC, and then 2, like, what do you guys think? Do you think the Bears defense is better or the Bengals? Like just straight up.
Slightly better is the Bears. Barely.
Disagree.
Disagree.
Disagree. The Bengals defense last year, yes, it was not that good, but we did not have a guy who had 17 sacks. If we had a guy who had 17 sacks last year,
But that's like one guy.
dude. Okay,
Look
yeah,
at the
and
rest of the
he's
roster.
the best.
That was the entire defense.
I'm sorry. I will not give Joe Burrow a pass on defense when he has the best wide receiver weapons in the league, man. I will not give Joe Burrow a pass there. I'm
But
tired of
it's
giving
his
Burrow a
stats,
pass,
though.
man. For not making the playoffs 2 years in a row. We're just gonna put him in top 4 every year. I mean, I put him
You
there.
have
but-
to.
I mean,
mean,
teams
based off
have
what he
made it
put.
to the Super Bowl with a terrible defense. Like, I mean, like,
You know,
it really just depends. I mean,
if you don't
like,
have
you
that
go
defense,
back
you
to-
never make the playoffs.
You
I'll
know,
say
Burrow was the one who really told the front office to pay T. Higgins too. That's
that. Yeah,
his
I
fault.
know. I mean, that's his fault.
I
So if he
mean,
doesn't make the playoffs again, I'm not.
But
Gonna,
like, come on, Ankit, you can't say like a guy with 43 touchdowns and 9 interceptions is not top 5.
Okay, so
Yeah.
again, was he playing meaningful football too? No.
Yeah, he won 5 straight at the end.
Yeah,
Like,
and why is he losing to the Patriots week 1? Was
any
that the
given
defense fault?
Sunday.
The defense only let 16 points. What happened to the offense that game? What happened against the
Okay.
Chiefs when he had the ball and he fumbled? What happened to that? It went to a scoop and score. Like Joe Burrow last year, we can all say, oh, his defense wasn't good, but so he also made mistakes. Pittsburgh Steelers game.
I
TJ Watt.
Okay,
overall,
and like
Strip
Pat
sack.
wise,
Mahomes made so
he
many
still
mistakes
contributed
last
to
year.
9
Yeah,
wins.
and Pat Mahomes
Like,
also wins games
No,
too.
it's just the defense is crazy.
Okay,
Like if
have you
he
seen
made mistakes on the
clutch
Bengals,
drives?
he'd be in the same exact.
you know that their offense has been continuously going down every year. Like,
True.
like they still find ways to win by defense.
Yeah, name me his receivers, and then name me Joe Burrow's receivers. Joe
Okay,
Burrow
and
had
then
a top 2
name
receiver.
name
It
outside
doesn't-
of Hendrickson, the Bengals defense, and then
Yeah.
name the Chiefs defense.
Exactly.
That argument
valid.
makes no sense. Like
Exactly.
defense
But-
matters almost honestly more than offense outside of quarterback. Honestly,
Defense
Oh,
is
you cannot.
outside of quarterback, defense matters.
But Joe
more than
Burrow,
offense.
okay, if Joe Burrow cares about winning so much, he cares about so much winning.
Hey, I never said he cares. I'm just saying.
If he cares
that's
so
the
much,
fact.
and if we want to keep
Okay,
putting
if
him,
he cares, I mean, let's be real.
Yeah.
No player is bigger than the team. Front office got to do it, bro.
yeah. It's
Sure.
all the front office because if you think about it, if your front office can't
I just,
like figure
I'm-
out getting a defense for you, like that's on the front office.
Because Burrow's gonna. Okay, it's like say your best friend. Like he's probably one of his best friends. I'm guessing. If you really wanted him that bad, say one of your best friends. Like you're gonna want him on the team still.
that's true. No wait, I have a
Like,
question.
Keep in mind this too. One before that. Just my train. I don't lose my train of thought. Just keep in mind as well. If Joe Burrow did not said that fine, use all of the things, all of T Higgins' money, all of majority of Jabbar Chase's money to get a defense for you, and then it will be flipped. The script will be flipped at that point, saying, "Oh, why didn't you invest in the offensive weapons for Joe Burrow? And why did you invest so much in the defense? Because you can't win
he was
like
drafted
that."
receiver.
No, but you have to eventually pay them too. You're not guaranteed that receiver is going to be
You're saying
good.
that paying T Higgins the bag.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. I agree with that. Like,
No, but like I'm just saying from a perspective of like think
shitty.
about it from this perspective. The Broncos back in 2013 or 2014, whenever they went to the Super Bowl and lost like terribly to the Seahawks in the Super Bowl, like that team was arguably the best offense of all time with Peyton Manning with 55 whatever touchdowns, 4,500 or 5,500 passing yards. Like led the league in touchdowns, in receptions, or like whatever you want. They pretty much led in every single category. But when it came to them on the defensive side, they weren't that great necessarily. They still had a really solid defense nonetheless, but they got shut down hard against as a team, which is the Legion of Boom, who had a relatively decent offense. I'm just saying, yes, it is important that that Joe Burrow has his offensive weapons, but it's also onus on the front office to get them that defense so that they can actually win games as well. Because defense is important, especially when it comes to keeping you in game. You can throw all the passing touchdowns you want. Joe Burrow did that this season. And it didn't matter because no matter what, the defense was just training cones, pretty much.
I just can't say a guy that I like Burrow. I really do. I like him a lot. He has a really good game. Like I like it, but I can't put a guy number 4. He can have all the stats we want, but I have a question. Can I ask you guys a question? And by the way, is this list off a regular season, or are we talking about playoffs too?
I would say mostly just the season totality.
Wait,
I mean, at the end of the day, Lamar Jackson was second in MVP. Josh Allen won MVP.
No, is this regular? Okay, so this is regular season.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Okay, yeah, then I agree with you. If we're talking about postseason, Lamar can't be up there at number 2.
Okay, I mean that's fine. But
And
we're
Josh
not
talking
talking
about postseason. Wouldn't
Josh-
it be?
Hurts has
Wouldn't
number 1.
it be a Hurts a 1?
Hurts will have to be number 1.
Yeah, if it were postseason, Hurts is number 1, and then it trickles down from there.
No, Mahomes is number 2.
I mean, I'd have to maybe. I'm probably putting Mahomes number 2 if it's postseason.
Yeah.
Wait. But
totality of the season, I do agree.
Like, question, I know I keep bringing this up.
I still agree with the list.
Why is Allen number 1?
I just feel like that team just.
I
My
mean, you
thing
could
is,
honestly put Lamar at number 1 if that's the case.
Okay, bro, I have a bigger problem with that.
yeah,
Why is
I
Lamar
gotta go
number
out on
one?
it.
Why
If
is
you want to
Lamar
go based off of like the fact that his MVP is fraudulent, then sure.
No, I
Like-
don't
No,
think
it's
his.
not.
I think Allen impact okay, this season. I think Mahomes is overall a more impactful, but this season, you take Josh Allen off the team. I think it does a little more than Patrick. Just this season. I know not ever, not last season, not the year
I
before.
disagree with you there, man.
I just think Josh
Really?
Allen was the best player last year.
Okay, but then
Last year, just
Well,
last year.
okay, we're talking about last year when they played in the playoffs.
They
AFC
played
Championship,
relatively the same, man.
and he had the chance to win the game. He couldn't complete that pass.
It sometimes doesn't happen. It
Mahomes-
sometimes doesn't.
I've never seen Mahomes when it comes to a clutch situation be trash. I've never seen it. I've never seen it.
Because whenever he needs a clutch situation, and when he loses, when he loses, it's never clutch. He gets destroyed. If we're talking about playoffs,
What do you mean?
He's talking about Super Bowl, yeah,
you're talking about
or
Super
even
Bowl.
the playoffs too.
What do you mean? He's never gotten
I mean,
destroyed.
no, sorry, in
yeah, no,
against
the
Tom
Patriots
Brady.
game was close. The Patriots.
Okay, I'll tell you the one time he did choke was against the Bengals. I'll agree. He did choke one time against Joe Burrow, and that's why I give Joe Burrow so much credit.
No, but I'll say
outplayed
this: I'm just saying after this season, sometimes it just doesn't happen, man. I don't know. I just can't put it against Josh. I just say
0-4.
totality of the season, Mahomes' regular season wasn't good enough.
Okay, so let me ask you guys a question. And this is how great he is. Almost not passing. He passed for 3,900 yards. This is his first year ever not passing for 4,000 yards.
Yeah.
You know he had more passing yards than Joshua Allen. You know that, right? He had more passing yards than Josh Allen last season. Josh Allen had 3,700 passing yards, and we're talking about Mahomes' worst year. He still had more passing yards. He had 32 touchdowns last year. He did throw a lot of picks. He did throw 11 interceptions, but had a really good second half season. And then we're talking about playoffs. He beat Allen. He also beat Stroud in the playoffs, and that defense was crazy.
But if you're talking about from the perspective of who threw him for more passing yards, then Joe Burrow should be number 1.
But that's not it, because you had to win too. Mahomes leads to more wins. They literally went 15-1 with Mahomes last year. 15-1.
Well, 15-2.
No,
because I think Mahomes sat out the last game, right?
Oh, he did. Yeah.
No one played that game. So 15-1. 15-1.
That's good, man. I mean, I guess I can see the argument. I mean, I forgot. Low key,
in my opinion, is
if Lamar didn't have a bad postseason, he would have been one. Probably.
And my thing is, he always chokes in the regular season, man. I can't take Lamar seriously ever, bro. He always chokes.
The postseason.
Oh yeah, I mean, but who cares about the regular season, man? I'll be honest. We all watch football. Okay, yeah, we watch to make the playoffs, but if you suck in the playoffs, who cares? Who takes you seriously, man? Who takes you seriously?
I think agree to disagree, but
yeah,
that I guess in
wait, but I don't
case,
think Lamar was bad in the playoffs this year.
He had that fumble that led to a score against the Bills. He also, I think he did throw a pick, against the Bills.
but it was also
but he had
his
4
team got let
touchdowns and
him
1
down pretty
interception.
badly too at the end when he actually clutched up against the Bills. When he clutched up, Mark Andrews completely sold them so hard.
But why'd you fumble?
Genuinely speaking, twice.
Why'd you fumble? Why'd you throw the ball in harm's way?
I mean, you can say that with anything. You can say that with anyone. That if Mahomes did the same thing, you would say the same thing, right?
Yeah, but Mahomes has been amazing in the playoffs. Once a game.
Why did Mahomes throw that pick in the Super Bowl?
Nah, actually, Lamar was good. Lamar was good.
Dude,
yeah,
Lamar
clutched up at the end. I don't want I don't understand the whole thing.
This year he was good.
Yeah, in the past, if you want to talk about the AFC Championship game, yeah, it was bad. It was the bad at the end because when he needed to be clutch, he wasn't. But in the game against the Bills, he was pretty clutch.
What's his playoff record? 3-6. He's 3-6.
If you're going by record, I mean,
record, but we're going off of this year. I mean,
yeah,
this year. Okay, can we agree that can we agree that when you fumble and you throw a pick in the playoffs, it's really huge than a regular season game? Can we admit that?
I mean, yeah, but he made up for it at the end. That's all that matters, too.
Yeah, and
I mean, if it doesn't help that your tight end, your number 1 tight end, Mark
Andrews
Andrews is,
he drops the easiest pass.
he
right?
drops and he also fumbles it carrying the ball too hard. Like you got to take some pressure off of
Yeah, I've seen
Lamar
that.
at point.
I've seen that happen too with the Chiefs before, and I don't see Mahomes complaining about that.
I mean, I
Why
don't
would they
think
complain?
Lamar
What does that have to do with
complained.
complaining? I'm
No,
just saying
I'm just
that's
saying
the
like
fact.
people give Lamar so much excuse for just like
I mean, no, I don't think anyone gives an excuse. I just think
It's not an excuse. It's
Yeah,
more
no,
like
actually,
it
if you look
happened.
at the totality of it,
Yep.
then Lamar was probably the best. And honestly, I'll say it. Maybe Mahomes is too. Because I do look at Allen like.
So do we
I don't
not?
know.
Okay, so I have a question before we end the thing. Like, do we not care about the postseason? I'm just
I
wondering.
care, but his postseason was good. He had a good.
Yeah.
Lamar
But he
had a good
lost.
postseason.
But how can you have a guy who
But
lost?
putting Mahomes at
losing,
number
but
one
he-
for
but
this
he-
season, like
But he had a better game than Josh.
And I
Josh
can't-
had 0 touchdowns, but 2
And
rushing.
no, he rushed it in twice.
But okay, but if you're counting his rushing touchdowns here, why? Well, then you have to count his 12 rushing touchdowns in the regular season, which destroys Mahomes' touchdowns.
But Mahomes, okay, I agree, but I'm just saying, I don't know. You're saying like Josh had 0 touchdowns, like he did run it in. I'm just saying that.
I know, but like I'm talking about as passing the ball, you're a quarterback, not a running back. I get it. No, I get it. Those touchdowns matter.
Okay, then
but
Hurts is
like-
trash then, like because most of his.
But no. But according to you, in the postseason, he put belt to ass to Patrick Mahomes, man.
He did, and that's what I'm saying. Like that's why I have him in my top 5.
No,
Top
I
5.
agree, but we're going totality of the season for that list. You know what
yeah,
I mean?
Jalen Hurts
Okay.
wasn't top 5.
But
in the
okay,
season.
can we agree that like David, even the NBA, right? We care more about the
Postseason, I agree.
postseason than regular season, right?
I totally
We do, right?
Well, then, but Lamar had definitely stats wise had a better postseason, and maybe not than Mahomes, but than Josh Allen.
He did, but Josh Allen won the MVP because of obviously the team around him. But I'm just saying.
No, I agree.
Okay. My thing is, okay, I can maybe see the argument for Lamar being number one because his stats were so great. I cannot see the argument for Josh Allen being better than Mahomes.
That's
when they
fair.
Literally
That's fair.
played in AFC Championship, dude. Okay, whenever Allen beats Mahomes, I'll give it to him, bro. Like he can be probably the best, but he's never done it. He's never done it, and I don't think he ever will, bro. Every year, even last year in his own crib, Mahomes still beats him. Like at some point, like he owns
I
him.
think with the Allen thing is just like
He owns him.
Mahomes is better, but like it's not like Mahomes is beating the brakes off of him.
Yeah, it's like always like comes down
guys,
to
No,
that.
that
you guys
happened one
remember-
time.
AFC Championship.
Other
game.
3 times.
Yeah,
It's
it's
been
mostly
one time it literally was like
a coin flip.
seconds, bro. Like
Yeah.
that's
And
crazy.
guess what?
That's crazy.
No, I'm actually really glad you brought that up because if Josh Allen had the same thing, he would not complete.
He wouldn't have done it. I agree. But again, that's a different year. Mahomes, dude, I just think Mahomes this year was not the best quarterback in the league compared to how he always is.
Right.
That's
We've
it.
seen a way better
He's
version.
like literally like the last other than maybe the year Brady won the Super Bowl, I think Mahomes has been the best quarterback.
I think that Mahomes is right now doing the bare minimum to make it to the Super Bowl.
Bro.
And that's
I'm
how I
telling
feel.
y'all, you guys would want this Mahomes on your
Oh no,
team,
I would
bro.
want Mahomes.
No,
on the
yeah, I
Cowboys.
mean,
I
listen,
ain't
that's
gonna
with any
lie.
team.
We're all
I would.
acting like he's
Anything,
like
I'm just saying from
He's not a
Mahomes
bum. He's
standards,
not-
it's like that. Like you're saying Mahomes is doing the bare minimum
Dude,
to make the Super Bowl.
the more
Bare
we
minimum.
disrespect Pat, the more he's gonna go to the Super Bowl every year.
All right, that's some glaze right
No,
there.
no,
Okay.
I
Yeah,
am.
I'm
No,
just
no,
saying, like,
every
we
year.
had some
And no.
glaze.
Did you guys see the top 100 every year? He's not number one, and guess what? He uses that motivation and goes to the Super Bowl every year. Like,
I
no,
don't
'cause-
think he-
no, so bad. Because I'm telling you right now, if Caleb Williams reaches to this statue as Patrick Mahomes, we're gonna be hearing this all the time.
Yeah,
We're
of
gonna be
course.
hearing about this.
That's part of the thing.
And
Yeah.
it can't be because LeBron James never had that. No, LeBron never had that. He was the best.
I'll say this. I
ever.
think there were
Like he was always
a
the best.
couple years where Kevin Durant was better than him.
When like in the finals?
2017 for sure. I mean,
Well,
but
I mean,
outside
that's
of
it.
that,
LeBron has always been the best. Like respectfully,
I mean,
I will always
in
admit that.
2019, I'd say Kawhi.
No, but okay, now we're saying that because of
But-
the championship. We're saying that because of the championship, but if we're talking
No,
about the
for
totality
sure.
of the season, LeBron James, okay, but 2019 he was injured. You're right.
Yeah,
No, but like I'm just saying, like LeBron, even in 2018, best player in the world. He was still
he
the best. player
was,
in the
but
world.
I'd say that 1 year Kevin Durant took it from him.
Okay, yeah, that's fine, but we all admit that
But
even
that's
then,
but that's what I'm feeling like. is happening with Patrick this year. He's having his little LeBron 2017 year. You know
Yeah,
what
but
I
you know what's
mean?
crazy? But the thing is, the difference of that is Kevin Durant beat LeBron.
Yeah.
None of Josh Allen. Okay, so Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson combined are 0-5 against Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs. Never beat him.
Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying, but I also think it's a little bit different of a sport. And also in 2017, it's not like LeBron was still having crazy regular season. You know what I
That's
mean?
true.
Like
LeBron was.
Pat had a bit of an off regular season. That's the problem.
Okay, but so again, that's why I asked.
You muted.
Yeah. Okay, I thought that was only me. I was like, I thought it was maybe my head.
Yo. I'm saying like if
Yeah.
it was regular season, I agree with you, man. I 100% agree with you. But you said it's both the regular season and postseason.
Yeah, like
I
okay.
don't know, man.
I mean,
I
can
guess
see
I,
that
I
too,
guess
but
in
it's
general-
tough. Because like I do agree with you on the fact that the guy is very great and he makes all the right plays.
He's, in my opinion, the most talented quarterback ever, bro. Like
all right.
he.
I mean, yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, it's just like I just think like off of the regular. It's just like I know what you're saying, but if he would have won, obviously like he's won 3 before, right? I can't put him against him, but if he would have won, yeah, but he didn't win and he got destroyed.
But he got 15-1. Like, are we just gonna like dismiss that? We're like,
Okay,
but
no, I can't say it was all luck because like you win to win, you know what I mean? But a lot of those wins weren't like, oh, Mahomes is putting up 4 touchdowns that game, you know what I mean?
but he does. Okay, but then why is Hurts like? Why do we glaze Hurts then? Like
I
Hurts,
don't glaze
very-
Hurts personally.
he had 2,800 yards of
Yeah,
passing.
I know. Hey, I don't glaze Hurts.
Then
right?
Hurts should not be in the top 5.
I think the only reason he hits the top 5 is because of that Super Bowl performance. Because he won. See,
he won. He did win.
He won
He
the
did
Super
win.
Bowl.
Hey, I'm just
And
saying.
he outplayed your best quarterback.
Yeah, oh my god, bro!
Yeah.
Like, dude, that was just a masterclass in the defense. I'll be
No,
honest.
it was.
Man.
But you can say that about a lot of the Chiefs' wins. Was a master class by the am I wrong?
AFC Championship game was in the playoffs. I would
No,
not say
I'm
it's a
saying
masterclass.
a lot of their wins though, a lot of their 15-1 was a Chiefs masterclass defense.
All right.
Maybe.
Well, anyways, I think we're kind of went way over.
Hey, I'll just say this, bro. The disrespect for Patrick Mahomes has been crazy,
There's no
man.
disrespect. He's a great quarterback.
It's
Yeah.
like I got number 3 is crazy, bro. Maybe number 2, I don't know, but number 3 is just bottom like crazy, bro. Like, so like
Yeah.
I'm telling you, bro, he might win another Super Bowl next year, bro.
We'll see. We'll see.
It's not even me glazing. It's not even me glazing. Like he's probably gonna win it next year, bro.
We'll see. That's gonna do it for today's episodes. I will went a little bit overboard. I mean, we had some great discussions overall. Thank you again for David for popping in and
No
kind of
problem.
contributing to the discussion. Obviously, thank you again for Ankit to join me on this podcast. That's gonna do it. Remember to follow the socials down below. Always remember to like and subscribe to the channel. Really helps me out, especially when it comes to the creation of this podcast and growing this channel as well. Join the community as well. And that's gonna be it, and we'll see you guys in the next one.